Cause you know I'm gonna go.
Yeah. Web3 breakfast, serving size like Texas. I'm a beast, yeah, baby. You know I'm reckless. We stacking blue chips, my people by the dip. Matte Black Lambo coming soon. Don't forget, sign the check.
Web3 breakfast. Fuck a Lexus, push a Maserati, keep a diamond Jesus on my necklace. I'm living reckless. Fuck a job, cash the check, grab the bag, hit the flight, we on the next one. Wife changing money, just ask my honey. Got a diamond on my face, I can't help it, I'm new money.
Web3 breakfast, wake and bake, appreciate the checklist, moderate the stage, perplexing everything you say, and not to mention, I think I rug. Maybe I should shrug it off, go touch some grass, perhaps some plug.
Web3 breakfast,
Web3 breakfast.
Web3 breakfast. Yo, GM fam, how are we doing today? Hope you had a great weekend. This is Web3 breakfast. It's Monday morning. Jeez Louise. Got a case of the Mondays? I know I do. You know why? Because I was power washing my front porch and I pulled a thing in my neck. I got the old stiff neck. So fucking annoying. I'm getting too old for this stuff, guys. Way too old for this stuff.
No, listen. Fuck them Monday blues. You know what I'm saying? Yo, it's morning. It's Monday. This is our opportunity to fucking take life by the horns, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? And start making our way, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, this is our time. You know what I'm saying? Like that whole, like, I hate that damn saying when they're like, it always gets the hardest before you make the breakthrough, or like whatever that saying is. I hate that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been through a lot of hard shit and I had the breakthrough. So you know what? We're gonna break through one way or the other. We're gonna go under it, over it. I don't give a fuck.
I got two. Let me know. Are either of these what you were looking for? It's always the darkest before the dawn, and it's always the calmest before the storm. You know what? Are you looking for either one of those or no?
Yeah, I'm gonna take both of them for 300, Alex, because they both work, man. Just dumb shit like that, man. I'm tired of that stuff. That's why we gotta take control, bro.
Sounds like you got a nice little Tweety. Control. Sounds like you're hanging out with a nice little Tweety bird. What kind of Tweety bird you got with you?
Man, there's probably like 500 different species of birds down here. I'm sitting outside by the pond. There's a cow farm, a bull farm, next to me here. They're not allowed to ever change it. But I always like to come out and look at the bulls. I talk to them sometimes, and I'm just like, "Yo, come back!" And they moo and stuff. But it's like crazy because they sell their semen, and for like thousands and thousands of dollars all over the world.
I was not expecting that as part of the conversation today. Perfectly honest with you.
Yeah, no, I understand. I know that was a curveball. It was a shame for me because like once a month, like they go nuts, and I was like, man, like what is going on? And so I had to ask Kev, I'm like, yo, man, like, what is going on? Like, these guys are just going ham. And he was like, yo, because they're harvesting. And I was like, oh, shit. So I don't talk to the bulls because I was like, you know, I thought they were like talking to me. You know, I've been talking to them, but you don't hear them now. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, maybe they were all that day. They were all juiced up, definitely talking to you, man. Like, hey, Turbo, you looking cute, boy. Bring them lips over here.
That's what it sounds like. It's crazy. But speaking of Juice, I did see the homie Juice, man. He's looking super jacked in his beast. I wanted to talk to him, man. I wanted to find out what's going on with Beast Fit, man. I wanted to see what the word is.
Yo,
what up, Juice?
GM fam. He might be getting a set in. I know I know he's been in here before, and you could tell. You could. Oh, there you go. There you go. Are you at the gym right now?
Yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Hold on. I got my hoodie covering my headphones. 1 second. Yeah, you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Now we can't. And
Shit, he just left. Okay.
He
okay.
runs.
I like that. He did. I think he's setting us up for suspense. I just want to find out, man, what they had going on over there, bro. Have you ever seen pictures of him? He is yoked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those guys are doing it, man. Him and it's Blaze that are doing it, right?
I don't know. That's why I wanted to ask him.
Yeah, I think it's those two.
I don't know.
And
I didn't really know anything about it.
Yeah. Those guys are jacked. Now that's like, I was talking with, who the heck were we talking about? That was it Sapphire or was it Machiavelli? I think it was Machiavelli on his show. We were talking about this, and he was like, that's not for the beginners. Those guys know what the heck they're doing. Like those guys are weightlifters. We're beginners. We're the casual lifter right now. A little a song and dance here and there throughout the show. Now, things are going to change. What I'm really excited for, to be perfectly honest with you, is if we get the Ethereal launch this week, there's a gym. There's a chain of gyms here in the United States called Lifetime Fitness. They are more of like a country club than a gym. I love Lifetime, but it's pretty expensive. I think it's like $225 a month for your family. But they got like the pool, like all the court, everything. Like it's a great place to go work out. Like the type of place where you go and you hang out for 3 hours and work out. You swim, you end up in the hot tub kind of thing. So that's it. Like Ethereal launches this week. I'm getting a membership over at Lifetime. I might even do the show from there every now and then. You never know, because I'm going to spend so much time getting yoked. You talk about spending time in the gym, man. I cannot wait, because that's, to me, I don't like any other gyms than Lifetime for some reason. Like they bother me. You got the grunters, and then the people are like, hey, can I work in a set here? Like people don't do that at the country club. They respect your time on the machines
Yeah,
there.
I used to actually sell memberships at Lifetime Fitness. I think that had a big part of like how I landed my first ex, because I just got a job there. We had just met. I was like, yo, I got you on a 7-day free trial. You know what I'm saying? And so, from there, it was like pretty much I had it on lock.
So let me ask you a question. You seem like the type that would have sold the membership and then would have been like the personal trainer on the side as well.
Well, back then I wasn't. I was actually really fat, bro. I was like a really fat guy. I was a lineman. And so I didn't really get fit till about 10 years ago. Actually, yesterday was my 10-year anniversary of starting my very first fitness. I had a little boot camp. We were called Elite One.
That's great. So did I hear this correct? And this is all self-proclaimed. I'm not making any of this up. I just want to clarify. So you were the fat guy selling gym memberships.
Yeah, bro. And I have a mouthpiece. I've had a mouthpiece my whole life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I got them in there laughing, I'm saying, about having a good time. I'm selling the dream, you know what I'm saying? And, and this is the thing, right? I'm like, because you have the ability to own a membership here. I'm fat. I only work here. So you are definitely going to get fit and be incredible. It's only $399 a month. Do you want that for yourself? Because you don't want to be me and fat and working here. You want to have the member. You want to be this. And I'm like, I'm in. Yeah. And there's Juice.
He's back.
Yo, what happened, bro?
I don't know.
Did I just leave?
Yeah,
I'll be honest. I'm gonna be honest, Jay. Huh. I seen how big his muscles were, and I kicked him out of the room.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? I put my phone in my jacket, like the front pouch. And I'm sitting on a machine, and I swear, bro, I'm telling you guys from the beginning to the end about Beast Fit. And I'm like, yeah, man. I'm like, oh, and I'm like, oh wow, they're real patient. And then I'm like, yeah. I'm like, did I rug? And I'm like, probably did rug. I go back, and I'm like, bro, I don't see nothing.
Yeah. The last thing we heard was you had said that like your hoodie was covering your headphones. Give me 1 second, and then that was it.
Oh man.
And then you rugged.
Oh,
You jumped off
man.
immediately.
Yeah, I must have hit the X and exit the space curve. But that's hilarious. So I was literally sitting here. I was like, yeah, man.
But we would, that's just, hey, bro, that's just a practice set. You know what I'm saying? That's like you're at the competition, you're off to the side, you hit a couple warm-ups, and now, bro, now you on the stage, so now you got the whole juice, man. We ready for it.
Yeah, like with Big Fit, bro, we just released some workouts on there. We didn't know why the workout page was not showing, but that's fixed now. We have like 5 workouts on there. Some of them are home workouts. The only thing I have to edit is put the equipment you're gonna need for these workouts. For some of the home workouts, we do need some dumbbells and stuff like that for it. But after that, you're gonna you can download those. Make sure you can put a fake email, a fake address, but put a real email, because whatever email you put on there is where that download is going. Some of them are images, some of them are files. I do them that way because I realize a lot of people can't download certain PDFs because they're too big for their phones or their computers. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna make some of them images as well. Another thing, you can hit up me and Elazi for one-on-ones. Elazi has 3 people right now. He's doing Web3, and I have 2 people right now in the Beast community that I'm doing. Yeah, man, it's what we're trying to do right now, bro, is like, we're trying to reach and touch, just link up and connect with other like fitness communities. Like my homie Ape he's a leader of like D Fitness, if I'm correct how I'm saying. And like I've been connecting with him. I forgot his name, man. Vaughn, I think his name is. He's a huge CrossFitter at Azuki. Like I'm trying to just bring this shit together, bro. We get everybody, like make this lifestyle, like this whole entire fitness and health and wellness as lifestyle, Yeah, like I also have to edit the page. Go ahead, bro.
Juice, that's actually, because that's what I was thinking, man. I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be 100%. We've been bullshitting a little bit with our Beast 45 Fitness because we have we got a real deal. This shit's like looking together, and like we've been bullshitting straight up. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like if you guys, if you have some things, if you don't have that technology, I would definitely love to open up a conversation with you. Say, hey, this is kind of what we're doing, and see how we can work together, man. Because like what you guys are doing, man, you look great. You're obviously putting that work in. And so, like if you're about combining, man, you want to have that conversation, I'd definitely be open for the.
I don't mind doing that at all. I hit up Jay Change about it, but I don't even know if he hit me back up because my old account got suspended and shit like that. But I wanted to be. I heard when you guys were before you guys, I think you guys first talked about it and stuff. But I don't mind, bro.
I love that.
I'll definitely mention it to Elaji, bro.
Yeah,
Jesus,
I think that'd be freaking sweet. You know why? Because like one, we talk about collaboration and however, we can all get together. And remember, like one of our mottos around here that we've been going with now for a while is having healthy minds, healthy bodies, and the healthy portfolios, right? So if we can find, now, all right, so now we've got the healthy bodies basically on unlock with everybody that is thinking the same thing, right? So we start to build like that out, and now we got the healthy minds, which I think that honestly, like we are starting to find our tribe in our community as far as that goes. We got Juice, we got Jay, we've got Andrew, we've got a lot of people who are really committed to having the healthy mindset and working with individuals and working with groups to make sure that we're all like realizing that and then freak. Why the hell did I say that? Like I didn't want to swear or something.
I like that. Good for you. Good for you. No, that's good, man. No, that's good.
Fuck that.
Because we need to go to the next level. We talked about
I
that.
know.
We were trying to work to get to the next level. But see that.
I know.
I'm sorry.
We got to clean. No, you're right. We got to clean it up if we're going to the next level. And so, you're right. You are right. And so with healthy minds, healthy bodies, and healthy portfolios, guys, we've got some friends in this industry that I think we're going to start bringing in to talk about trading, to talk about TA, fundamental analysis, stuff like that. Because I as much as I know and as much as I have been reading charts for years and years, I still am not a professional at it. And so I think that we can bring in people, and again, like now we're literally starting to build all these little sections with our Matthew, Jesus, of course we've got Matthew for that. Thank you for throwing up some emojis and sparking my brain there. And we do have to bring back this is financial advice. It's been far too long since we've done that. So let's talk this week about when we can start that back up, because I know we were going to start it in July, and obviously we're halfway through the month and didn't do that.
Yeah, man. Like it's this is a tough time, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I got to be 100, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it is like frustrating. You know what I'm saying? When you see, like just shit's not moving, and it's easy to get into that spiral, like going down, man. I'm just glad Juice came up. You know what I'm saying? But we have a lot of opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Every person in here has something special to offer to this community. Sapphire's got her NFTs. Lady Boss is like crushing it. You know what I'm saying? Freaking Lady Boss should be like in all these conventions and like doing all kinds of YouTube shows and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like we have so much power in this room. I mean, Beastie brings a ton of value. Cole's down there. I mean, all these people, bro. Like we just got to like come together. You know what I mean? Uplift one another. It's just like being in the gym, man. Like, dude, I'll never forget. I was in the gym and I was looking across, and it was like a big facility in the Army. And I see this guy, man. I was kind of watching him. He's going for a big lift, and he missed it. He just kind of gave up on it. And dude, it fired me up. And I yelled at him across the gym, like, "Yo, nah, man, f that, you got that." And the dude's like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, lift that." And he goes over me and he picks it up. Because when people are freaking cheering you on and you got like support, dude, that's what helps you get to the big lifts, man. That's what we have here. We just gotta start locking into that power. I'm sorry about that, Juice, man. I see you have your hand up. Please don't take legal action. I'm gonna pass it.
No. I was saying, listen, like with this, you can with the app, or I'm gonna give you an example, right? How you just mentioned how each and everybody here has a different talent. You can create a method where if you have Jay Chains, for example, he does content, he does podcasts and stuff like that. He can be somebody that talks about the overall wellness and fitness and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And you can be the guy with the camera, you're the one who does stuff on the ground, like being at the gym, and the reason you're a good person fit is because you can show like certain people, like one, you're natural. You're not an influencer who's gonna bullshit about, you putting in work about something. Two, you're gonna be very transparent, you know what I'm saying? And plus, the reason I say a method, it doesn't always have to be about fitness. There's people that do yoga and they don't even go to a gym. You know what I'm saying? And that's when the ladies come in. Because the ladies know a lot how to break that down into detail to other women and men, you know what I'm saying? And since you have Lady Boss in here, for example, this can be another method where, while a lot of people like to do yoga and listen to certain things, she can talk about or record certain things about crypto. You know what I'm saying? Like while people sit there and listen, and not listen and do their little yoga and stuff like that. Like there's so much ideas you can do with creating an app. You know what I'm saying? Because yes, people, we're in a world where our attention span is becoming fucking shorter and shorter. You know what I'm saying? Like there's so much shit that catches our attention left and right, front and back. And that's just a good example right there, bro. People listen to shit while they do their workouts or do their yoga.
I can tell you, Juice, what the app has right now. So essentially, the app is guided workouts, which is what we showed on the YouTube or whatever. So all your workouts are timed and guided. It does nutrition planning, where you can do connects to MyFitnessPal or whatever. It does all your food. It connects to your Apple Watch and keeps all of your stats and all that stuff. You can do video chats to do one-on-one, or you can do video group training. It has community set up to where you can message just within certain communities. So you could have just a Web3 breakfast. It's only the members that are in there. And I think, am I missing any of those? I think that's
like the daily check-ins.
Oh, yep. It does all the messaging. Every day it gives you like send you text messages, congratulations on your workout, and I think that might be it. Oh, also it also does mindfulness training too. So you can set up like different alarms and alerts to like set actual time to, for breathing exercises or reading or whatever for mindfulness as well. So that's everything that it's set up to do right now.
Bro, that sounds like my PT app. But no, I love that, bro. That's really dope. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all the only motherfuckers in this space right now that actually has done that. I know people that has tried to do that, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't stay going. Like, you guys have the community for it, you know what I'm saying? Like, it starts slow, bro. You're not gonna find everybody that's into fucking fitness that wants to do it. Sometimes, I was mentioning yesterday, I think Sapphire was in the space, like a lot of people, sometimes people want to see their friend do it or somebody that they know or close to or they talk to every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they see like you do it, you know what I'm saying? They'll probably be like, oh yeah, we know they're doing it. We know they're guys who go to and stay fit and shit like that. But when they start seeing somebody that they talk to or know very well that don't really go to the gym or get fit and start changing their mindset, they're gonna start doing it too. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just the community is here, bro. You know what I'm saying? We just gotta be patient. It'll be there. You guys got it, bro. You know what I'm saying? You guys got the tools.
The one thing I always told my clients, and see, like, as a trainer, my biggest thing was like I was always like do as I say, not as I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew I could cheat on certain things and I could get back in and I could cut here. You know what I'm saying? That was just like not realistic to the normal person. And like what I'm learning now is trying to get into more of a space of like doing the things that I know I need to do, right? Like, how often do we like, tell people like, or give the advice that we need and we don't follow it, And the one thing I would always tell them is like, what do you want now and what do you want most, right? Like, what we want now, right? You might want that cake or you might want that cookie or that fast, that success or whatever that thing is like right now. But what you want most is, like, you want to be fit, you want to have this trim body. And I think it translates over into the Web3 community as well, where it's like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're all trying to find this like quick lick, but what are we building overall? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. No, people think like with this, one thing I can say, bro, it is a journey, but it doesn't have to be a hard, difficult journey. Meaning, like, there's gonna be a time where there's stages where you go through your journey where it's like, you're gonna get stagnant, you're gonna reach plateaus and stuff like that. And half of it is because you're doing workouts that don't go well with your body type, nutrition, and most of it is like you need to change up your workout, or you need to increase your intensity and stuff like that, But like I said, man, like I really respect what you guys are doing with it, bro. Like with the fitness app and stuff like that, bro. Like, I'll hit you guys up in the DMs, man. I don't mind helping at all. Whatever you guys motherfucking need, bro. I'm here.
Let's go.
Yeah, man. I'm just trying to, beast together, be strong. But Jay, that's kind of the thing, bro. Like we can think about that in the Web3, man. It's like, changing it up for the things that we need right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think we just got to change up the intensity. You know what I mean? Like, whatever that is, man. Shouts out to you, Juice, man. Appreciate you.
Really, really quick. What does it take? Because obviously, like, there's no way I could do it yet because it'd be false advertising. But like, what thresholds do I need to meet in order to transition some of my beasts into the swole looking one that you got? Like,
I ain't gonna lie, man. My own brother asked me that, bro. I was like, "You dead? There's only 3 people that have it. It's only me, Coach, and Elijah." I don't know, man. Hey, you can get one, bro, if you want, man. You just gotta ask Elijah and Coach. They're okay with it, as you know.
Again,
them boys,
I can't. I gotta wait till I got a 6-pack and some guns for that to happen. Like, it would just be false advertising. I got to keep them as they are now.
I was gonna make one for. I was gonna ask somebody to make one for me, and bro, they was like, Elijah's like, bro, what are you doing, bro? This is a 1 of 3. This is 3-3, bro. It's only 3 in the collection. I'm like, it's not literally the bro. No.
I love them, man. They're super fun. I think that's like and obviously, you got the special ones that we're talking about, but I think that's one thing in my mind that really sets AKCB apart is what the community is doing. And maybe just because my timeline is completely filled with the renderings and all sorts of things that, within the community that they're doing themselves. But I tell you what, man, it is so cool to see so many freaking creative people taking their beats, taking their, their IP and building some really fun, fascinating things. And I don't know what other communities are doing stuff like that, but it is, again, it could just be because my timeline is loaded with AKCB stuff, but it's been fun to watch.
I agree, bro. Like I haven't been in this space for a long time. I've only been here for like 2 years, but I've been here long enough to see like tons of projects, you know what I'm saying? Tons of amazing projects. And one thing I can say, I've never seen this amount of fucking talent from AKCB community. Like, it just, like, even rendering, people have different styles. You know what I'm saying? Like Sazi, KA, you know what I'm saying? Red, everybody has their own different style. Like even you guys, bro, you guys bringing the podcast and stuff like that. Like, it's crazy where people are coming out the woodwork, artists, all type of freaking artists, bro, like mirror artists, NFT artists, music artists. Like, they're all coming in. It's like, damn, you guys are talented as fuck. You're like, everybody's got skill. Like, you got bodybuilders in here. Like, I'm not the only bodybuilder in here in Elaji. Like, you got people in here who don't really get active. But there's a lot of people. There's like freaking actors in here. There's fucking athletes, like real deal professional athletes. And it's crazy. It's like, damn, the amount of like, and plus the reach we have. I'm not even talking about the AKCB team. I'm talking about the reach of like the community period, which like everybody has a connection. Everybody's bridging with either within the community or outside the community, or they're bringing new people in. Like, this is amazing, bro. It's I can see why they hate me. It's too much for them, bro. They're like, bro, what the fuck is going on? They can't lose.
No, I'm super excited, and knowing that the team's doing a ton of stuff in the background, that they've been pretty quiet. But I mean, like, they've been doing some hints, but they've kind of haven't been able to tell the full story of what's happening. But I tell you what, man, when the attention comes back into this ecosystem, I think several of us here at Web3 Breakfast have put a lot of maybe capital or whatever into having some peace and making sure that we're part of that community, because I'm super fucking pumped for where that thing's going when blast off happens with this this next bull run. Now that's another question, and we can talk about this after the workout. Is what do we think is going to actually happen when the market comes back? Is there going to be another NFT bull run, or was that a one-time thing? I think we talked about this last week a little bit. My personal opinion is that we will see another PFP bull run, but that's probably going to be it. We're just gonna see one more bull run in this PFP ecosystem before NFTs start to show their true face of what they can do. That's my opinion, Turbo. Jeez. GM,
Yeah.
Nikki. And then I know Matthew, you he dropped back down to listener, but he had his hand up for a minute. I don't know if there's something you wanted to add. Come on back up at any point, Matthew.
Sorry, Matthew. Yo, ready? I don't have music today.
Oh, I got it locked and loaded. I actually posted something in the nest today. I was checking out, I'd seen something came out from Emily Lazar this weekend. She's one of my friends here in crypto Twitter, also, in the circuit of conferences and whatever. So she had posted something. I'm like, you know what? Let's go on to their music platform, because you can do that now. And I picked 3 tracks for today. So today it's the first one is going to be from PLS and TY called Limit. And then for the next workout, the second workout, we're going to play an Emily Lazar song. So that's some heavier metal. And then we're going to end it up. I've never listened to this song. I picked it strictly because it is the year of my birth, 1982, from a band called 80 Empire. So I don't know anything. It could be not good. It could be amazing. We have no idea. But I just picked it only because it is the year of my birth. That's how we did that. So the first track, again, this one, it's time for a workout. It's 10:30. What do you think, Turbo? You ready for this?
Yeah, man, I'm definitely ready. Oh, yeah, super pumped, man. I'm jacked up on caffeine and coffee. I am ready, boy. I'm ready to get this workout in, dude. I'm just feeling motivated, man. That's a great conversation. I just hope that other people feel inspired, just to get started. That's it. You just got to get started. You just got to get up out your seat right now and just do one. That's it.
I love that.
Hell yeah, man. I'm push-ups.
Okay, I'll do them as well. I just over the weekend made the switch. So now that is like consistently in the 90s, it is done. I am done with hot coffee season. So I am joining you nothing but cold coffee from here on out for the rest of the summer. And then once we get back into the fall time, we'll get back to that hot stuff. So thank you. I appreciate that. So you and I will be drinking cold coffee in unison throughout the show moving forward. I don't know why I needed to add that, but
Hell yeah. Did you know that coffee's a nootropic?
is it?
Yeah, I did not know that. I was listening to nootropic education on my way down to Tennessee. Yeah. So keep drinking it.
I want to find some really strong. I want to literally what I need is the limitless pill. I'm just ready for that so that I could run at about 98% efficiency and maybe sleep for just like an hour or two, but just work.
$400, man. I saved a link. It's $400 for the kit. And like I watched like the whole I watch people take it. It's crazy.
A kit? What does that mean?
Yeah, dude. It's not so you get one pill.
Uh-huh.
It's $400. You get one pill, and then you get these serums, and you drink the serums, and like they put you like on the next level.
I don't know. Sounds fishy. Sounds like snake oil.
Yeah, but these push-ups ain't.
Nope. Let's get to them. All right, here it is. Here's a song called Limit. You can find it on Gala. I did post it up, guys. I did post it in the Nest. You can find the link over to the Gala Music dashboard thing, and then this is like number 2 in the like the top tracks. You all hear it all right? You get a thumb up.
All right, guys, come on, let's go. Let's work. All the way down, all the way up, all the way down, all the way up. Come on. I know you can't be going doggone push-ups. Doggone emojis. Come on, let's work. That'll way, Jake. Keep it up. Come on. One more. Shake them out, and let's work. Yeah. Welcome back. How about you?
Like a Monday. I like doing push-ups on a Monday. I'm retired. It's good. It's good to get that feeling, right? Get that feeling back, like, hey, it's time to move that gunk through. Whatever you did on the weekend, move that toxin through.
Yo, you know what the greatest thing ever that we have is that every single day we have an opportunity to do the right thing and to get started.
There you go.
Dude, how dope is that? Come on now.
It's exciting. I'm excited about that. Yo, Mel, what's up, GM fam? Welcome.
What up, man? Look, hey, can I ask a question? You know, y'all may want to slap me for this one, but I understand push-ups, right? We doing the push-ups, we got our body weight, we pushing, we building them arms and getting ourselves going in the chest area. So does it still count when I push away from the table after I have my breakfast?
Yes.
Yeah, it's just a different set of muscles that you're using, but still very strong. Mm-hmm.
Those are the mind.
Yes.
Those are the mind muscles.
I'm winning. But yeah,
Now,
good morning to
Mel,
everybody,
Mel,
man.
Mel,
Hi.
Mel, you are getting older, okay? So listen, okay? It is important to do push-ups because in the event that you fall, right, you're able to push yourself up off the ground and get back on your feet. That's why we do push-ups at this age. It ain't for a nice chest and all that stuff, bro. Look, we got to be prepared in case we fall and shit.
Oh, I roll. You know, I roll. If I hit the ground, I roll up. You know, and it's been working, but you know, it's like, wait a minute, I'm a little bit slow on the roll now. You know, so.
I think the for me, it's about I'm going to need to work the hip flexors because that's going to be probably the hardest thing for me to be able to make sure that I get back to my feet if it's not working right, because I kind of have hip flexor issues now. So I'm going to have to work those out. So I might seek some counsel juice as to if it's plyometrics that I should be doing, because the last time I did that, I couldn't walk for like 4 days. But I think that's probably a good thing if I just kept consistent with that, because then these hip flexors will be in tip-top shape.
Got it. Copy that.
That's
okay. You got to follow the greats, man. So I'm gonna follow what y'all do, man. This is how it is, man.
Having fun doing it. Let's go. We got Juice's hand, and then we'll go to America. Juice, you may be muted, or you pulled your hand down.
Oh my God, bro! I'm so happy you said that. Jesus, bro. Oh, I gotta do better, man. I gotta do better, bro. Nah, but I was saying, bro, when you fall, like for example, when I fall like in public, bro, I just bounce right back up, dog. But when you fall at home, it's a different story. When you fall in your house, bro, it like everything hurts, bro. I don't know why. Like in public the other day, I should have just broke a leg or something, bro. And I just, whoop, whoop, yep, I'm all right. And then it's like, bro, I felt like I hit my knee on the corner of the couch the other day, bro. And I felt like I was just gonna bro, the pain shot through my whole body, and I was just like on the floor. And I was like, I've fallen. I was like, oh my God, I really can't get up. Like, what the fuck?
This man needed life alert.
It's that adrenaline, and it's the adrenaline of you don't want to be embarrassed, right? And it's almost like, and I feel like I could do more push-ups on a live stream than I can when I'm not, because I have people watching me, right? And so be like, don't be a puss, do another few more. You don't want them to laugh at you. It's the same kind of thing with falling down, maybe.
Yeah, bro.
100%.
That shit's crazy, man.
It's the support, bro. That's what we were talking about the first half. When you got people that support you, you're able to go a little bit further. You're able to do a little bit more. Because you got people that are back there supporting you and pushing you. For sure.
I mean, it makes sense. American Crypto Academy. How we doing today, fam? GM.
GM. Good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. Always a pleasure. Thanks for having me. Always think of you guys. And when we have a space every morning at 9:30 a.m. We do some morning announcements and market updates. And when we run a little bit longer, I'm always running, oh, snap, we're on top of Web3 space. I got to get in there. But I just pinned a tweet from Elon that I saw over the weekend, and we were discussing this morning, and I was curious if you guys saw it. And going a little bit back on our exciting topics of theories out there, I'm wondering if anyone else caught this and saw it and curious what everyone else thinks. And it's the whole think of what the vice president was giving a speech, and she made some comments that she might have not intended to, but it came out, and she was cheered on the fact that she said that they're trying to lower population. And I'm curious what everyone else thinks. And I find it hilarious. And I love the fact that she slipped, because that's just who she is. And she's giving out their secret out there, but nobody's talking about it because, there's some truth to what she said.
There you go. Coming in hot. I love it.
Yikes.
No, you know what? I didn't actually watch that video, but I did see it over the weekend. But then
check it out. It's 11 seconds. She just says it.
Hopefully I don't lose you guys.
You know what's really sad, though, is that I did not hear this story, but I did hear the story of Joe Biden telling someone to F off.
And electric vehicles and reduce population.
We cannot hear it though, Jay.
More of our children can breathe clean air and drink.
Okay.
And
That's funny. The Joe Biden part.
yeah, and they were like, he's just a sweet old grandpa. We can't imagine that he uses this type of language. I'm just like, what metaverse do we live in right now? Because I don't think this world that we're in anymore is real. I'm upset about the cocaine, right? Like, because man, if I had a drug charge, I would be in the streets rioting right now. I'd be going bananas because I have seen people get beat down for a roach in their ashtray, and they done got a whole bag of cocaine in the White House, but we ain't upset. I'm upset about that.
Well, think about it, Jay, or not Jay, Turbo. Think about it, dude. Like, I think it's so funny it escalated to cocaine because last year around this time they found a bag of pot. Like, it's so funny. It's like fucking like textbook. They're like, oh, and nobody got charged for the pot last year either. So it kind of just like washed away and nobody said anything because everybody knew who it was. Like, same thing with this. They by not telling us whose cocaine it was, they told us exactly whose cocaine it was.
That's interesting.
Rhymes with schmunter.
Yeah, schmunter, schmeiden.
Rhymes with cunter, or yeah, you're right, schmunter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's why you don't hear it as much. I think that there's just one level of ridiculousness after another that people get fatigued with how crazy this is. But the fact that she did say that she wants to reduce population, I posted it on my Instagram, but I think people are so tired of me posting that type of stuff that nobody really said anything. But it's just like they're literally, what is his name? Charles, not Charles Schwab, but
Klaus Schwab.
Klaus. He's been to like Gates, Klaus. All of them have been literally saying this, and we're just like putting our head in the sand. I think because it's so scary, and maybe the masses feel helpless. But it's like, are we not gonna like do anything about this? We're just gonna just sit here and let this happen?
I don't think so.
You know, Steph,
I don't think so. There'll be a breaking point at some point. Go ahead, Turbo.
You know what's crazy, Jay, is that my Bing chatbot actually was just telling me that it's not too late to get vaccinated. It all makes sense now.
That's good. I mean, because I kind of think it is too late. That's just my opinion. Or like, the facts that are coming out. Whatever. Let's get to some hands. What's that?
Yeah. I was just making the AI Microsoft Bill Gates connection.
So were you joking or was that like a real thing?
No, I was just joking.
Oh,
I was
shit.
just joking.
No, so see, that's how crazy the world is, bro. You can't even make a joke about it because
I thought he was
everything
serious.
sounds real.
I thought he was serious.
Everything sounds real, dude. All of it sounds real, so it doesn't matter.
You can't joke anymore, guys. We can't have fun anymore. Let's just be serious now. It's serious time here at the water cooler.
Yeah, because the majority of jokes are true now. Like, think about some of them jokes we told as kids. Like, that stuff's real now. You can't joke about that stuff. I'm sorry, Nikki, you got your hand up for a real long time. Remember, this is Jay's show, and when you speak with your legal counsel, okay?
Why do you always give people the idea that there is some class action lawsuit going out? Like, you're just setting me up for failure, man.
Secretly, I'm trying to get my $1.25.
Secretly, he has a lawyer peddling out all the lawsuits. You don't even know.
So what?
He just doesn't want me to take his nose away. He's got to be like, oh, we're okay.
So here's what's going to happen. Here's what's going to happen. When the frivolous lawsuits get thrown out, then I come back at everyone for defamation. So just keep that in mind.
I got Saul on speed dial. No worries.
Well, Jay, don't tell them our hustle. See, I get everybody fired up suing you, right? And I just get in their ear, and then we come back together and hit them with a bigger lawsuit. We're getting $325 a piece.
Little did you know, guys,
Matthew,
we're gonna have a law firm called Web3 I guess I don't even know how to explain this to you guys.
That's not a good law firm name. Matthew, thumb up or thumb down if Turbo's plan is good, sound financial advice or not. I'm gonna vote thumb down, but I just want to see what Matthew says. Yeah, I'm with the crowd. Definitely. Let's go.
Come on, baby. Come on, thumbs up. Hey, come on.
Nope, not happening for you. All right, let's get to some of these hands. Let's go Barbie, and then let's go Whistle, and then Ramon Alley. Man, you changed your name. We got Ramon in the house, and then we'll go to Dob.
Well, I was gonna say, you guys gotta think. You have to be a little more clever than just coming back with lawsuits. Like, I'm coming back for like the building that they rent, and I'm gonna be their landlord. you know.
That's smart.
But with
That's 4D chess right there.
Jeez, talk about alpha.
You keep buying their new job too. So everybody you hate, you just buy their new job, fire them. Buy their new job, fire them.
Oh yeah, that's Patrick chiming in as Barbie there. But with regard to like the Kamala thing, yeah, he likes to pretend to be me on here, even though he's signed in.
Barbie, we said we can't joke about this stuff, okay? Because we believed that it was you changing your voice.
Yeah, it was you just have a Patrick voice emulator.
I mean, I sound so much like him. But with regard to Kamala, I think that's probably why you don't see her speak so much anymore. I mean, like, I regardless what side you're on, like you don't hear her speak so much because they try to make sure that things like that don't leak out of her mouth, and that people aren't hearing that cackle all the time. So
not that I do not want to take maybe we can. I guess I don't care, but we could take it politically or we don't have to. But I did. I saw a video this morning, and I'm sure you guys have all seen those videos come up over the weekend. From I forget what it was now, something down I think it was in Florida maybe, where they had like all the Republican people, and Tucker like interviewed all these people. It was a lot of really funny sound bites, and he basically made Mike Pence look like a bozo. Talking about something where what they were talking about in Pence was like, that's not my problem. It's like, well, kind of
the fucking
Ukraine
cities of America and all them sending Ukraine money.
Yeah, like not my problem. It's like, no, it kind of is your guys' problem because you guys in Washington have been screwing this up. Oh man, where was I going with this now? Just one of those videos. One of those videos was just absolutely amazing. Along the line, I've lost it. Fleeting moment. All right, let's go, Ramon.
Damn it.
Hey, what's up? Good morning, everybody. How you doing? But you don't have to call me the Whistle. Just call me Ramon. It's fine. Like I do change my name way too much. I get bored. But no, I just wanted to know as a general consensus, or actually I was like, why does anyone still believe in the government? We have we have a 0% track record throughout thousands of years of history for our governing structures. And yet it still seems to me like everyone's just like, when are they gonna do something? And I'm just so confused as to why, what, where's it's just to me that's just it just boggles my mind. I just don't even think we should be looking to these motherfuckers for anything anymore.
No,
I think that's just why do we even have Web3 if we're gonna go look to them for shit? It just doesn't make any sense. I'm just this shit is crazy to me. These guys are out of their fucking minds, and they've never not been since day one. Since day one, we can flip over any book. We can open a thing. We can just randomly flip to anywhere history and be like, what was this guy doing? And it's just some fucking fuck shit. It's never anything legit at all, bro. I don't understand. We need to get rid of centralized government in every way, shape, and form possible because they don't know how to govern anything. There's no governance there.
But then do you think that will in turn cause chaos? Because we've shown we can't self-governing is not, we can't do it. We've proven people
That's not true at all, bro. There were tribes that were self-governing themselves for fucking hundreds of thousands of years before we had civilization. I'm not saying we go back to tribalism. Right. I'm just saying the idea that there'd be wild chaos among humanity is just a fucking myth. It just never happened.
I think there would be though.
Why? What's your reference point for that exactly? What's the reference point you have for that outside of some weird innocuous fear that was given to us from the government saying that we need them?
I mean, hey, listen, that's a great point. I have a feeling that when we okay, so let's take crypto for instance. Let's take all of these shitbags that we're seeing you take advantage of the system. They keep getting richer while they take liquidity from the poor people, right? We're literally seeing this again, where someone is now dropping another meme coin after they've dropped 4 meme coins. They're doing another one. Right. And people are going to fucking buy into this thing again with what hopes that you're going to get rich. You've seen them rug 4 projects in a row. You think this is the magic one for you? No. But what you see is that people will always take advantage of people who are weaker. And no matter if we get rid of our government, the people that have this shitbag mentality will always have a shitbag mentality, and they will always find ways to take advantage of people who are weaker than them.
Yeah, but if we could, but see, if
But
we would
that's
go
the
back to
government.
being able, like, if we
I
could go
was
back
just
to
gonna
being
say that's
able,
the government right now.
if we were able to go back
I
to
don't.
slapping the shit out of somebody, this would solve the problem. That's the issue, right? Like, there's nothing we can do. We can't hold them accountable. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't look to our centralized people to do anything. Everybody keeps falling into the thing, but I'm telling you right now, you smack the shit out of somebody, they'll stop.
I mean, I
Time
wasn't
to
trying to go
fucking honey
that
that
far
son
at
of a bitch.
all.
I'm
I
trying
did
to
mention Web3 for a reason. Like, we can actually like govern and fund ourselves. Like, that's the thing. That's why I wasn't like trying to like go on some like wild kick of like, you know, like anything.
No,
Like,
I feel
I'm
that.
just saying, like, now have the technology to make small communities amongst themselves with their own governance, and we can rinse and repeat that until it actually does become like, you know, a prevalent thing. I'm not saying that we need to like, I'm just saying like, it's like, you know, we have this like wild ass technology in front of us right now. I'm not saying it's going to happen overnight or anything like that, but I'm just saying right now in this room, why do we as Web3 denizens want to still like believe in or engage in what we know to be a completely faulted and ridiculous, useless government?
I am right there with you. I think what it would take, though, and again, like we have to think about how this would work on a logistical level, right? Where, all right, well, we need to stick with our communities. It would almost be like you would need to say, all right, Phoenix, Arizona is for I don't know, the people that are into this, and
Phoenicians.
What's that?
Phoenicians. That was a joke. Phoenix.
Oh yeah.
Never mind.
But you know what I mean? Like you would like have to, in my opinion, you would have to geographically place people so that they were with their like-minded community or people, so that you wouldn't have problems, so that you would self-govern. Because if you throw a Bitcoin maximalist into an Ethereum community, they're going to cause problems, right? They're going to cause problems. And I know that that's like just an example, but you have to use that. That's all I could, you know, Web3 wise, you know, translate this into the real world, where you have to separate people into the things that, I don't know, that they enjoy, so that you could have your own little community there that enjoys this. And so you don't have outside influence or people that have, you know, a different economic means because of the things that they're into. And if I'm thinking about this wrong, you know, please correct me.
It's a little Hunger Games-ish.
Sort of.
Yeah, it's a pinch Hunger Games. I think that we have the structures there already. For instance, okay, like there's cities, there's towns, there's villages all over the world. All right. Now these villages, cities, and towns, they might not not everyone there has to like agree about the same thing, but they do have to agree that they need to eat, and they need to have shelter, and they need to have education, and they need to have these things. So these things are already commonalities amongst us that we can agree upon, that we should invest upon amongst one another. I'm assuming, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why human beings got together in the first place. So then, like, if you're talking about like literally, let's take any old random town. It doesn't matter how rich or poor it is, because at the end of the day, that town has a market cap. That town has people living there. That means that there's food there. That means that money's being spent there. That means that essentially, whether it's $5 or $5 billion, there's a market cap there. And so that means that essentially, like, there's people there. There's already that organization. All they need to do is find a way to retain the value that they're creating in that village, in that place. And that's where the Web3 comes from. That's where these people, like, imagine like a token for your, these city tokens, that's cute and shit, but that's so big that doesn't really translate to something that's one-to-one. But how about like a town token or like a village token? That's something that you can actually track, and you can start seeing now what value is provided within a place, and then like start retaining that value. Because that's the thing, like a lot of value is created everywhere, but then that value is taken and it's leached out by bigger corporations, blah, blah, blah. We don't have to go down the whole road with that, but that's the whole point. So when we start talking about like token market economies now, we're talking about like towns actually taking their own value, deriving it from the things that they do within that town, all right? And then being like, okay, now we're gonna take this money, we're gonna tax this token, we're gonna do whatever, and we're gonna provide services for ourselves. So instead of looking for social services from the government, which has zero interest in doing such a thing, we can actually provide social services for ourselves. And so that means that we can take the residual tax money from people spending the token on food, people spending the token on services, people spending the token on goods, all right? And be like, okay, our roads suck in our town. Fuck the town over, unless of course we have some kind of connection with the town over via this Web3 thing that we're talking about. But if or goods being sent from the town over to the town over, something of this nature. So now we're actually taking like the energy that we're creating within these spaces, within these towns, and actually utilizing them for the town's sake, and not like, you know, giving it all out, because everything is money. Like they're talking about, like, you know, it's like at the end of the day, like, you know, if you want your roads fixed, we don't have to go to we can literally go to our own contractors and municipals and create our own contract. You know what I'm saying? They just want money. Contractors just want money. Who the fuck do they care if they get it from? They don't care if they get it from the government or from us. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like really like at the end of the day, like we can take this whole shit into our own hands. I want to just bring the conversation up because like I feel like it's getting like, you know,
no,
like,
no,
I feel
no.
like we gotta do something. This is crazy. They're talking about reducing population. They're not talking about how and why and nothing. They're just saying words and shit. Like we gotta do something.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, man. And I think, you know, it goes back to the origins of money. And I think, you know, why the Federal Reserve System was ultimately put together in the first place, right? It's because like every municipality or every town or whatever had their own currency. And I think maybe that was probably the way to go, right? Like if you were there in your local,
1000%.
you know, it makes a lot of sense. And like that would get rid of the government. I mean, even though the Federal Reserve is not even actually a government entity, you know, I think that does take the power away from the people that currently have the
Exactly.
power.
Because it's like, you know, we always talk about fighting them, but what about just making these motherfuckers completely obsolete?
Well,
Like to the point where just like I don't like it's like,
I feel like that could have been the whole, you know, point behind Bitcoin and crypto in general was like, hey, fuck these guys, let's create our own system. But somehow, in some way, you know, again, we lost the ethos of this whole thing, and we're accepting or seeking acceptance from the governments to be able to use this technology that was supposed to sidestep them in the first place.
And they're going to override us too, because they're already working on 15-minute cities all across the US. And so they're already doing what you just described, but they're going to have their hand in it. So it's not going to turn out the way we want it to.
Exactly. And that's the same thing with crypto. And now it's like the whole thing is like this. Any new organism introduced to anything, it doesn't matter whether it's, you know, our business ecosphere or if it's the actual ecosystem world, is going to be up against wild competition for its existence. And it's going to have all kinds of shit coming in. Unfortunately, humans are even worse because then we have our own inner shit. And so we'll fuck shit up even if it's meant to be good. So it's like quite literally like it's really just about like people like kind of like we're coming to this place where it's just like, what is all this shit for as far as Web3 is concerned? Like what is like Web3's been out for like almost 10 years now. Where are we with this shit as far as utilization goes for anyone's day-to-day life? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like it's gotten to the point where it's just like I don't care about your image that you're trying to sell me, or you know, or these unorganized communities that pull together thousands of people and then just let them fucking like look like shifting sand all over the place. Like we have organizational like technology as far as the web goes that's been around forever, and then we have Web3, and it's just like for there to be nothing on the side of like some serious like kind of like fundraising, community building, and then taking that into the IRL community world, and like it just for me it's just like. That's where the money is. Like there's a saying, like if you want to make money, make other people money.
That's
there
it.
you go. If you have to make other people money, that means you have to make more money than what they're making. So it's just like you keep that ethos. You know what I'm saying? And we could be making people so much money with this shit that we're not. And I just like, and that's where it all boils down to me. Like, and it's like these government motherfuckers, bro. They're coming, like they're going to swoop down on this shit in a way that we don't have nothing. We haven't fortified or created anything. All we have is these fucking clowns like Frank and whoever running around. We're at the Barclay playing basketball. We don't know how we're doing it anyway. Like what the fuck? Like what do we like? Is this what like this shit is? It's useless to us, bro. Like we need something.
We are a laughing stock. Our industry, and I'd say that, and we can probably ease it down a little bit on that. But you know, I think that yes, we do a really good job of embarrassing ourselves as an ecosystem. Whether it's sometimes the representatives that make the mainstream, or it's these grifters that somehow garner all the attention in our ecosystem. Whatever it is, we're doing a fantastic job of showing why we have no place in this world at this particular moment. Or again, like what I was saying, where if we create this system, we can't even govern it ourselves because of greed, right? And I think that's the whole problem with getting back to what you said and being able to like, all right, if we could eliminate the governments and self control our population, I fully expect that at some point, again, greed takes over, and someone always has that. There is no equalness in this equation, in my opinion. That's why I don't know if it works, but I would love to explore this idea of how we could eventually get to a system where the people kind of have more of a say in what goes on. I love the idea of restructuring governments to make sure that, again, like the voice of the people is actually heard, not just the constituents that are, or the people that are in power kind of forget why they're there or who they're there for. Let's get to some hands before let's go two hands before the break. So we'll go to Mel and then non-fungible book club, and then we'll get our next workout in.
All right, what's up? Hey, sometimes I try to make it a practice not to go into a few things when dealing with large communities and conversations like this. I try not to talk about politics, sexual preferences, and anything sports, because I'm that guy. I will block you when the sports come around. When the football season starts up, I block my mama, y'all.
Go Bears.
Nope, see, I won't do it.
Block.
I'm gonna tell you, I'll go block
the Bears. That's what's up.
I've even blocked my own mama on Facebook years ago because I didn't want to hear talk about the Giants. Okay, so anybody could get it, and I have trust issues. So I'm gonna tap into this for like 40 seconds. I have trust issues. I was always told, trust your mama, then cut the deck. Fuck the rest, right? Mm-hmm. So again, when you look at some of these situations, and we're looking at this what we call or have as a government, they are in power because of us. You guys tapped on everything that I was thinking, but you worded it in a way that it was fucking perfect. In the end, we are all guilty of slipping up. We've all dropped the ball. Every one of us in here, not dissing nobody or myself, but we've at some point, some way dropped the ball. We're trying to make the change. We're trying to make the difference, trying to implement. We're trying to hold our roots and plant these roots and keep them there. But in some way, shape, or form, the people have to wake up and realize nothing happens without us doing it. And then some people are tricked into doing it and thinking that they need that system. And the system is severely broken. We all know it. We are awake in that aspect. We see it, and we are trying to make a big difference. Blockchain, I always and firmly believe it is here to liberate us, to fucking self-sustain ourselves. Like not relying on any type of institution or government of any kind, but people feel like, because over the years, remember, our parents told us one thing, their parents told them another. So we were put in a situation where we were kind of brainwashed before we could even crawl. Now we are, as adults, realizing the situation, trying to repair it and fix it and implement something that is going to sustain us and our kids and kids' kids, because the change does need to happen. So again, what that lady said was not an accident. We all know it. Everything that they've done up until this point has shown that they are trying to reduce population. And the people they're tied to, we see it, we know who they are, and us having the ability to speak up on it, I'm glad that we're doing that. It needs to happen, but we can only do so much. But how do we? How is the question? It's not the why we need to master anymore. It's how. How do we get the people, we the people, to understand our responsibility and what needs to happen to improve our way of life and our kids' way of life and so forth. So that is the difficult part. We could talk about this in this group, in any group, all day long, but how do we get the rest of the people onboarded? Okay? I believe blockchain is going to liberate us. I believe all of this. This is why I do what I do. I roll with the people I roll with. I believe that. We are supposed to be self-banked. I've been self-banking for almost 5 years. All right? Crypto, blockchain, this aspect, this way of life that we are living in, not just walking in and playing fucking house. We're living this. How do we get the rest of the people on board? That is the task. That is the responsibility. And I am down for anything that allows us to evolve properly, fairly, and to get these motherfuckers out of house, because we got a clean house. And so, again, I love what all of you were saying, and you said it way better than I thought of. But in my mindset, there is a way, and I will believe it, and I'm rolling with whoever. And again, we got to do our part. We have a responsibility.
The way is the Thunderdome. I say we throw them all in there, and whoever survives, they can be our servants. The government, that is.
Sapphire, I love it. I love that. All right, let's go non-fungible book club, and then we got to get to our workout.
Hey, good morning, man.
Hey,
thanks for having me up. Some stuff that Whistle was saying was getting me excited. I wanted to comment on that idea that like we need humans need governance, right? Like we need a government. We need figures that oversee us. These very smart, quote unquote, people that are detached from us that make decisions directly impacting us. Like, I agree with Whistle in that, like, you know, like we're fully capable. Look at the brainstorming we've just done in this room, just a bunch of degens, right? In a few minutes, like we're fully capable of figuring our society out and adapting to things that are fair and equitable to all of us, right? Because at the end of the day, like, what do we actually want? Is it all that different, right? Dude, like, do we want food? Yeah. Do we want a place to call our home that's safe for our families? Yeah. Like, you know, what is exactly that different amongst everybody in this room, right? Aside from all like the synthetic dividers, you know, I'm a Republican, I'm a Democrat, I'm a this, I'm a that. No, you're not, dude. You're a human that's on this freaking planet, right? And we all have our interests perfectly aligned when you look at it that way. It doesn't matter the skin color, you dress like this or that, doesn't even matter. At the end of the day, it doesn't impact our food, the scarcity of it, or anything that we want, right? And you know, this idea like that, like, oh, there's there will like inherently be these greedy people that'll fuck it up, and that is true. But like for a second, you know, right now we don't have access to those people. We can't do anything to them, right? Like they're protected by the very system we're talking about. When it boils down to it, like I like to think of it in terms of a campsite. Like, you know, you and your boys went and bought this like super rare craft brew, right? And y'all are excited about sharing it at camping tonight. And all of you got your jobs. You're going to set up your site, and there's this one fool that's just being a let ass. He's just sitting there. He's, you know, he's not contributing at all to what you guys are building this campsite and this event, right? How soon are you going to be ready to share that very rare craft brew with that individual versus all your boys that have been busting ass, scraping the campsite, flattening it out, laying your tent out, right? Building the fire, collecting the wood. This dude's been sitting there eating Cheetos. He's going to get what he deserves. I'm not pouring him an ounce of that shit. So values and work ethic and what you create for people, right? And I think we already see that, right? Like on our teams, like if everybody here is a builder to an extent, right? Like J-Chains, if there was someone on your team not pulling their weight, would they actually be on your team if there was no reason for it?
That's a great point. No.
Would they?
Nope.
No. And so we would manage that ourselves. The difference is the current governance system takes that power away from us and just keeps us marching for the benefits of the guys who already have it. They've had it for generations, right? They've had that wealth. Anyway, really good topic. I couldn't shut up because this is like one of my hot button issues. But anyway, in short, like we're all capable of doing it. If you could run a household, if you could run a team, there's people with different strengths. People add values in different ways. There's going to be the greedy fucks, but they don't get to eat. That's it.
That's a good point. And maybe it is going back to the whole tribe mentality where it takes that village, you know, to make the whole ecosystem run around. I don't know, man. I wouldn't be opposed to it. I mean, you make the joke, or we all make the jokes every now and then about, in the bull run, we're going to buy an island and all the crypto people are just going to go start our own country and, our own ecosystem and economy and all that stuff. I would be down for that. I literally would be down for that because I think that we could start something totally different and special there. But, will it ever happen? I don't know. Let's talk about it. It's another DAO I think we could form. Sapphire, don't give me a tier. We could do this. We could do this as a community. I know we could. We just need to put it together. All right, it's time for a workout. We're a little late for it, but that is all right. This is a song from Emily Lazar from her album September Morning called Stand Still. This is going to get your heart rate going. So I don't know what kind of workout you want to be doing. I'm going to be doing my squats, and then Turbo, what's it called? Well, Turbo's gone again. He rugged. I'm going to do the squats and then shoulder presses, like the all-in-one move. So full body workout on this one. I suggest you do something the same because this one is going to rock your socks off. Here we go. Yeah, after that workout. Oh man. No, go ahead.
Oh, just real quick, man. A great moment. I appreciate the space as always. I got to cut out. But I just wanted to point out two things. One, watching Elizabeth Warren pretty much pushing for SEC to investigate Elon Musk right now. Things like this is what cause a big issue because people start becoming afraid and they start going after the big money. You got to ask the question of why they're doing that so much. I don't know how that's going to go, but it's going to be funny to watch. And it is only 8:12 my time, and it's already 99 degrees. Seriously, it's ridiculous. So I got to finish my run. Appreciate and much love to each and every one of you, man. And I'm easily accessible to tap in with me anytime. And I'm going to definitely top it up with y'all later. So,
I appreciate it. Let's put on a call.
Copy that, sir.
Yeah, man. Have a good one. Whew, I'm still gassed from that workout. I ended up doing a lot of curls too. The squat things. Doing really good. Whew. What's up, Tish? Yeah, man. Shit. How are you today? How was your weekend?
Oh, it was good. Just twiddling my fingers. I gotta do like a short-term move back to New York. Help my mother sell her house, and so my kids are already in New York with my wife. So it's basically here by myself for a couple weeks. So,
Absolutely nice.
yeah, I feel like it's like I feel single again, except I can't just go out wherever I want.
It's really
But that's like,
not fun. Like 6 weeks still. It's like you go.
I mean, yeah, I was Lyft driving for a little bit, so I got 6 feet under this comparison living people, but it's overrated, bro. I wouldn't hang out there. Like I've been by myself for what, like 2 or 3 weeks now. I haven't gone out.
Sheesh. Should we dismantle the Federal Reserve System and look to go back to maintaining their own financial ecosystem?
You already know what I'm gonna say. Trust the Fed.
Why is that important? Why do you feel like that?
Well, number one, I love Elon because I once got kicked off of a space for saying that, like the algorithm kicked me off. The space was immediately canceled and terminated for me saying that. And now freedom of speech is back, baby. But yeah, the number one reason why in hell would we have an infinite supply when the greatest cryptocurrency in the world has proven a finite supply leads us to rebalance our own economy. We're able to navigate, get more educated just by doing and participating in something where there isn't oversight. There isn't somebody holding our hand. There isn't somebody saying, oh, this is good for you. We have toxic parents, guys. The Federal Reserve is an abusive, alcoholic dad that, may seem nice on certain days when he's throwing us at the plus, but when he's a little twisted, you get slapped around and knocked down. And the fact is that I trust more than I trust the Federal Reserve, or the people that run it.
So what does that make Gary? Is he like your uncle?
He's that weird ass uncle that comes around and fuck at the closet.
And why? What is it in there?
You go hide in the closet.
Oh yeah. I was like, oh shit, Uncle Gary's here. Get out. Go. You call your friends like, hey, let's meet up at the baseball park. How the hell?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's interesting. Anybody else got anything to add on this whole financial thing that we've been talking about? Turbo rug today, which is interesting. Turbo's got the it must be the whole joke with him is if he loses connection with the national party. He is out like the country. He only gets his connection with me. R.I.P. Turbo Commission. Well,
Oh man,
what you gotta do?
when life hands you lemons.
I mean, wait. So what's the Snoop Dogg suit about? So Snoop Dogg has secured $20 million in funding for a record-breaking NFT music service. What's that about? And like, 'cause I feel like this still ties into the whole finance of like the rich getting richer. Not that I don't love, the concept of Snoop Dogg. Like, like
I feel like he is doing a really good job of just flooding himself out in the Web3 industry. Seven, do you know anything about
he's
this
putting
platform?
himself out everywhere. My man is selling pancake syrup. He's like, you don't give a fuck. He's trying to build the Snoop empire right now. That's very obvious.
Well, I mean, he is.
No, guys. Look at the sound, XYZ. I think he just dumped $20 million.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Yeah, that's it.
To what end? Did you say like to what?
No, I read the article and it seems like there's no like real him talking about it. I'm sure his team knows the NFT game because he has a ton of shit on the sandbox and he's pumping in money like crazy. So his team is just moving over to the next best thing, like how many Snoops that you can sell for $5 a pop as NFTs on SoundX. It's going to be
This is basically a giant.
exactly.
So he pumps 20 million to it, and then he even gets money on the back end. Whatever.
Exactly. That's I just said that news, and then the news of then where you can say that you can sign up to be a artist now. It's like it's all. I think sound is our Spotify of three.
What's
Functionally how? Like, as far as like, are they going to be like streaming shit on there or something like that? Are they already doing that?
They're already doing that.
Yeah.
Literally
Okay. Wow.
on the front, and like literally make your own playlist and shit. So I'm sure that it's all into it.
So there's an iOS app. Nothing. It doesn't show standard logo. So it was just like the whole idea to have this be a web place where they have music, the Web3 artist.
Maybe.
What's the, so are people able? I'm just drilling you right now. You're like, like they're like
I'm not entirely sure yet. I haven't just not where I can start uploading songs, so I'm gonna go through the process after that.
God, after you see what's up. I like to my competition for what people think can be competition. It's all like I don't know, bro. Like at the end of the day, bro, there just needs to be some kind of like we can have. I know it sounds like probably people out of this point, but like the concept of ethical capitalism for like a circular business economy. You know, where we like acknowledge the fact that like even as you're still big value, and so thus to be given like a dividend. You know what I mean? Like you imagine like quite literally if you got like a dividend for like every product that people are buying.
Well, for me, it's less about getting the dividend and more about securing socioeconomical infrastructure for when finance. There are certain times in history where finance means literally nothing. It's usually a big crash, giant, huge depression. Everything's gone to shit, and the only thing you're left with is your stock. And the thing is, if you're not fully prepared, you don't have a network or some kind of pipeline or something that's feeding you that you have something to trade with. There's literally no hope for you to start. Right? This is history. Right? So in a day and age where the Federal Reserve literally takes purchasing power out of our bank to go lend it to some corporation to build another monopoly to charge us top dollar for the monopoly that we pay for, it doesn't make any sense. It makes more sense for us to invest in our own infrastructure and do it in a decentralized way where leadership is autonomous, because a lot of these systems are autonomous by nature. Our water system is mostly autonomous. It's like there's very little maintenance involved. Any one of our things that we use on a daily basis, there's a lot of autonomy to it. So there could be autonomy to the corporations that are running it. The corporation is massive, in charge way more than we should. It's a basic necessity. And it's all because of things like Federal Reserve System, the banking system, the lending system, and how to talk together. So crypto gives us the opportunity to create something that we benefit off of that may not be in the form of a dividend, but we might get it cheaper because we built it ourselves.
Right. So I see exactly what you're saying, but I'm saying for just like right now, like as something that can be done, like as far as like whether it's scale like something like this, like in Web3 for instance, like it's almost that like you invest in this thing, and over time this thing is going to grow in value to you. That's like usually the kind of like that's the ethos that we're kind of like, and so but and that's all kind of like speculative thing, and on the hope that someone's going to create some kind of value-driven business that's going to derive some value that they can actually bring back to the business that you paid for it or invested in it early on of that nature. All right. So now that kind of thing, okay, this kind of thing already exists in the real world. If we just acknowledge the fact that everyone, like for instance, like this space, like JChain brings value to the space by hosting the space. 74K brings value to the space by hosting the space. Everyone that's speaking in the space brings value by speaking in the space. Everyone that's listening to the space brings value by listening to the space. So it means that everyone here is sensitive to identity that we can extract, we can take that now extrapolate that import that over our human society, where quite frankly, literally everyone is now a circle of value. We're not acknowledging it. We're doing is saying that we're consumers, doing things at whatever, and that and that these corporations are the ones that are giving us single-handed value. When that's not the case. And so now, if one business were to give dividends, obviously that would make dividends. But if everything that we engage in the supermarket, so everything gave us credit for the value that we actually brought to it, then we could actually start taking that value, storing it aside, and then putting it towards things that matter to us. As far as in terms of spending money, because at the end of the day, that's what it all boils down to, right? So us getting money is our quote unquote power. And they could obviously flood it with more money if we get more money, and it becomes this kind of tug of war. But then that becomes this kind of open thing that we see because of the power in our hands. It's not like something where it's just like And right now, we are literally psychologically in our minds dependent on these people for quite literally every commodity that exists.
Well, what you're talking about, that kind of already happened the last couple of years with Bitcoin. You had centralized exchanges that went down. You had before this last round. I'm talking about let's start with Silk Road, the biggest user of Bitcoin in its earliest days. Absolutely, got taken down, and then the American government was the biggest holder of Bitcoin. They auctioned it to their cronies. Now control of the publicly traded asset supply belongs to the few and has belonged to the few for quite a long time, right? So if the history since then has been this, watch, formulate, and get a plan of attack that is so subliminally widespread, you have to put it together months after have to realize oh shit, we got rug pulled, right? Like FTX is a perfect example of that. So all of this is not possible unless you're able to print money whenever the fuck you want. And that's exactly why.
But now, so when you say print money whenever you want, and so now we're talking about crypto, and so crypto again is just like it's our constant value. Right now, it's value is taking whatever $50 and backing up against some crypto some code that we create and then putting it in Uniswap or some kind of a different AMS, right? But essentially, though, what we're talking about now is taking the constant value and making it down to what you had said earlier, our actual effort. And so, if we were to take that and say what our actual efforts are and our value is, let's say like right now, for instance, engagement is a huge example, right? So right now, it's something that I think should have been it should have been going down, but now they're getting their revenue. So now if you make a certain amount of quote unquote impressions on Twitter, you'll get some money back. Some people are making a shit ton of money, some people are making 17 cents. Whatever the case is, right now though is a time where literally our engagement with one another can actually make us tangible dollars. So it's like if we could take just that kind of thing and say that has value to us, right? And it does, and that value is actually translatable to the real world. There is now digital dollars for engagement. we could create real organizing meetings. And those engagement groups essentially would be us deriving value from something and utilizing it by what we're doing, over 60 hours. And every time we build the engagement group, we over 50 hours of these moves. And then we're bringing ourselves value. That's kind of one example of that. And now there's other kind of things like that. There's people that are making like that make websites, that do all kinds of things that essentially, in this world now, in the digital world as it grows, it's bringing value. Even just like I said, us being here and bringing value. In a sense. Is it actual like objective value in my eyes? No, it's going to pay forever. I don't think so. But right now we can capitalize on dollars or that total money for us to get I think like ways that we can organize right now. Because it's like I think the opportunities are there. It's like we just kind of like funnel out all the bullshit and see like what exactly is valuable to us in the Web3 space. What can we utilize that we can use to like actually provide value? But social media right now, like all over the place. Like everyone's trying to do everything and anything they can to stand out in social media. So like it's like we're talking about communities coming together, like communities come together and they come together and mass blow up their project, blow up some project that they found that they love. But like, what if we could come together to blow each other up while blowing up projects, while doing things like that, so making ourselves ambassadors across the board. You know what I'm saying? Then how much value can we derive to everything like that? I'm just thinking like there has to be ways that we can start utilizing it in case that, because like they are like the speed at which we talk is the speed at which these motherfuckers are just dropping bombs all over the place, bro. It's really ridiculous. Like we gotta like copy something.
I feel you. I think there's a couple things I want to talk about from that. One, when you talk about social media, and this is something that like perplexes me. And in my opinion, I feel like social media needs to go to something a little bit bigger, than where we are, or kind of what we're seeing, right? Like, anybody see those videos over the weekend of like the two girls? Like one has the blonde hair with the elf, and then the other girl's got the long nails with the chopsticks, and they're just like doing their like, how the fuck do you handle doing that for any period of time for your audience? And why would you want to do that for money? Like, there are so many other things you can do. So I think this attention that is built into you've got to be a star on social media is like ruining people. Like, to me, that is absolutely insanity. What people are doing to try to make money on the internet. That is absolutely crazy. So we got to figure out how we can use social media. So that's not even a mistake. And then the other part was you kind of talked about it was the government. What happens to the CBD? Is it going to be a hard capital CBD, or is that just something that they can just make more of? And I know Remy, you had something in the comment about it. Very reminiscent of early Tether. Yeah, nobody knows if Tether is actually backed by the amount that they say that it is. I think we can all probably agree that it's not, right?
Well, the thing is, it doesn't need to be, and neither does the CBDC. The one thing that that's good for is a placeholder. You think of it as an NFT, right? Your floor price is pegged to somebody not undercutting the floor, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, when you're holding a US dollar, you're basically holding something that at any point gains or loses strength based on somebody buying it or selling it. It's basically a giant. So dollar strength is determined by a number of different factors, which include like all the things it's paired to liquidity to, and what goes back to the dollar and what goes out of the dollar into these assets. But also, it's backed by basically a staking pool. You pick 10 or 5 years and you get yield. Ladies and gentlemen, the US dollar is no better than rugging you on you, right? So you look at all these different mechanisms, and then you combine that with the weaponization of our own dollar against us, giving it to corporations to attack the supply of assets that are in this new decentralized global system. And by attack, I mean pump them to the freaking moon so much that you gain so much of the supply. People sell off their precious thing that they've only had so much of. You sold it to the man that pumped to the moon, so you could sell it to him, and now you're never going to be able to buy it for that price ever again. That's an attack, ladies and gentlemen. You didn't make money. You didn't profit. You got attacked, and you took the sword and you ate it. So now, well, everybody else the game by borrowing it from the bank and never having to sell their Bitcoin because they got strings that they can pull. Well, now the game is being played 3 levels higher than you're able to play it. How do you defeat that chapter boss? Well, you have the people. It's called we the people by the people. We're supposed to be in control of our money. And the thing is, we have to slowly educate every single day in a society that is severely underfunded when it comes to education, and try to change it from the inside. Because Talia writes about this great book. You should read it. Something about the world principles of the changing order. I don't remember the title exactly, but it's a good one. I'll link it in the text. But talks about world powers and the order of world powers and socioeconomically what has happened to cause the rise and fall of empires and societies. And generally speaking, based on all that information, the U.S. dollar is set up to fail, not because of where the chart says it is, because it's socioeconomically where we are. We're not educated. We're not being educated. We have people at the top that want to stay at the top, even though they haven't really done anything innovative, and a number of other things that are reasons why we're set up to fail geopolitically in the world order. So there has to be usually, in order to disrupt that, there's always an external conflict historically, but there is rarely an internal conflict, like maybe some political, or like a real internal conflict. So if there is a real internal conflict now with an external conflict at the same time, that puts pressure on the system to choose a peaceful transition in order to keep the whole, and that way we're able to gain our power and then go and face that external conflict together. But what we need is unity in order to do that, which is why the war machine is created and people are divided all the time. Oh, you identify as a toaster oven, we hit you. Oh, you're a zealot. Oh, you're red. Oh, you're blue. Oh, these are all systems designed by people with a lot of freaking money who just are pulling strings and laughing their ass to the bank.
Mark, no doubt about it. The people in power are laughing their way to the bank. And speaking of power, it's time to get some more of that going. This is our third and final workout for the day, our third and final track from the Gala music ecosystem today. This is one, listen, I've never heard this song. I would assume probably no one's heard this song in this room. I could be wrong. It's got 49 total listens. This is 1982 by Aiden Empire on the Gala games, or the Gala music. I only picked it because it's the birthday. So I'm excited to hear what this sounds like. I hope you are too. Let's see, workout wise. Is anybody doing any kind of workouts? Give me a thumb up if you're going to be doing this third and final workout today. I'll probably do some. In honor of Turbo rugging today's show, I will do sit-ups in his honor. Here you go.
I'll do some tips.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. I like that. All right, here's third and final workout of the day. Let's get it, baby. Get that heart rate going. Maybe it doesn't want to play. Okay, now that definitely had some. What did that sound like? It's like a Wu Tang or something.
Like Eminem from the Bronx.
Oh, crazy. Shit right there.
Yeah, that had a cool vibe. But that definitely blew me away. The cover art is good. Uniform. I didn't know what to expect. That definitely was better than I expected, even though I didn't know what to expect.
I didn't hate it either, but I did wonder, like, audience, like, who would we do that much? I don't know, like, that was it. Even with, it was like 1982, really? All right.
I mean, you had to be born in the 70s to remember the 80s, right?
Remember, exactly, sort of like, hey, you know?
Yeah. I see there was a comment about thank you. Yeah, no, definitely had a good vibe to it. That 80 Empire. I really, I'm excited to see, so when you put the link up to this new platform that Snoop's investing with, at least I guess it's not a new investment, but Sound XYZ's been out. You got Gala doing music. I think Turbo's got a company that he's been chatting with, Tracks. I think, if I'm not mistaken on that.
Yeah, it was, I think it's called Only on Tracks, or maybe they just changed it up to Tracks now. We talked about a long time ago when it first started.
And then I think there's like Audius, and there's a couple of platforms coming out. I'm really interested to see how the whole thing with Web3 music works, and we can talk about that more later this week. We can get some artists in. We can talk. I can reach out to Sound to see if they want to come to the show. We can talk to all of you, talk to some of these other platforms, just to see what it's like. See what the future is like. In my opinion, until something's here, then like Apple Music, the integration of Apple Music into my phone, into the iPad, the computer, all that stuff is so cool. It just has to be that easy for it to take anything but but we'll see where this will go. I know that new things take time to take. Let's go, Ramon, and we have to
Area 11.
Okay. Okay. Nikki, go ahead, and then Sammy.
Well, I was just going to comment and said, the ease of having Apple Music is integrated everywhere, and I had my music iPad, and it's been a bit and a half. I mean, because when your cards are connected to your iCloud, you can 80 seconds. It was ridiculous. I am back to doing one thing at a time and doing my best for everything. I mean, now I'm just very and like that.
I got a buddy. What was that?
I was going to ask her if you use the 2FA because then like you can set it up so that way like it's constantly like randomizing a password so nobody can attack it. You can totally look at it and actually input that password.
I do now, but I didn't even know that you could do that with your iCloud or your Apple ID. It's not like they put out that, hey, we have like this multi-factor authentication now. Like, I had no idea that you would do that. I knew what it was, but I got it now.
Definitely rock that on like everything because then you can keep you can keep your alphanumeric password and then rely on that constantly the password so you're not having to jump past the password and getting in. Oh, the new password for this one. Yeah, I gotta go. It's my face in my ass, bro.
There's Sammy GM fam. How are you?
Oh my God, I'm pleasure. Thank you. A couple of them are about the music platform. I want to set up NFTs.io. They've implemented a really great strategy for distribution of
NFTs where the buyers tell us they want to donate, which is something really important to my bandmates and I. Johnny's down there in the listening lounge, and we've always navigated our careers by providing a path to distribute our music for free. So that in mind, I wanted to know if you could possibly share any track with it's a tribute to a late friend named Patrick. But it's not just you.
Oh, no, yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And just a heads up, we have, I'm not playing the original, it's rather long, but we have released it on the internet. You can go there, and if you don't have money, that's fine. You can download it for free with our YouTube. It's never about making money. It's about spreading the love and message and continuing his legacy. If you do decide to donate, all the proceeds from the sale of the single are going directly to his widow and his as well. And we will also send you the track that I'm about to play, which is the refi. So this is beyond the.
Thank y'all so much.
Oh, absolutely. That was fantastic. Thank you for playing that. And, obviously, condolences to you and the family of, the fallen friend. It's sad, but I definitely appreciate playing the song, the story. And if you got if you want to look at the link, we've got about 15 minutes to let you go, but post the link up in the nest, and this way everybody will head over there to find it easily.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you. And of course, shout out to Johnny. Simon's not here. He's super busy this morning, but they're incredible, amazing producers and brothers. And I wouldn't have been able to make a lovely tribute to the fallen friend without them. So thank you, Johnny.
Absolutely.
Shout out to those producers. I heard a Leslie in there, and I love the sound of a Leslie.
Nice.
Yeah, no, that was good. That was very, very nice.
I love the Web3 community coming together. That was fantastic. Thanks, Sammy. Thank you for and make sure you get follow the direct link to and that, I love that you asked, and that if anybody ever has any songs that you're a Web3 artist, or somebody does that we're getting ready to release something, please feel free to come play that here. Really love music. Web3 Breakfast, and not only during the 3 workout breaks where we do play music, but Friday we're going to start bringing back a big episode there. So yeah, just always ask. That's the most important thing, is that we get as much exposure to our Web3 as we can. This week is a fun week. Let me put my calendar, because I know it's the 19th, which if today is Monday, so Wednesday the 19th, we've got the Nessie Open Lines listening party, guys. We're going to be listening to we are going to be listening to his new album that comes out on the 20th, so the next day after that. But we're going to listen to every song. He's not done that yet with anybody, so super excited. Make sure that you set the reminder. I'll post the link there for the Wednesday show up in the nest. Make sure you set your reminder for that. If you do not miss it. I don't want to miss that. Thank God I can't miss it. You know what's cool about Twitter Space now? You can add them to your actual calendar. I thought that was something that I had been, there's every now and then I'll tweet at Elon some things that we need desperately. We need DM organization, like on Telegram, right? Just create some folders so you can separate business and pleasure. But one of those things is, I don't know about you guys, but I will schedule a space to go listen to, and then you might get a notification, but you don't get every notification. You don't know that. So now you can actually add it to your calendar, which is fantastic. So make sure that you add the message to your calendar. Gotta find it.
I'm very happy to see Web3 music doing this. It seems like, so when Matic was being built, somebody made this great reference, and it's stuck with me. They're building these giant. It's almost like they're building these giant subway tunnels. They look, it looks like Grand Central Station. Everything is being built, and you wonder, like, why? Like in those times when Matic was being built, it was basically like here. So and then literally, like, it launched, and the flood of people came in, floods and floods of people came overnight, and I feel like it's happening again with Web3 music.
So do you think, one of the things that we talk about on this show a lot, as you guys know, is that the two, what seems like the two obvious kind of pillars or verticals in this ecosystem to bring upon mass adoption is going to be music and gaming. Right? It's very large addressable audiences. It's just all about shaping the technology to it, creating new ecosystems, in which Web3 is also doing. But being that gaming, and this is all of our opinion, right? This isn't just our opinion. Being that gaming and music will be the two biggest verticals to bring in the mass adoption. Which do you think is the number one? Do you think it's gaming, or do you think it's bringing the more?
I think music will change the culture. I think music will have the most impact because it always does. And the revolutions are carried through the sound of music. During wartime, music is something that people, literally like lean on to get through the day. It historically has had such importance, key pivotal times in history, that there's no reason why it wouldn't have such a huge impact on this next chapter we're entering.
Great. I like that. We'll go Sammy and
I think it's kind of copacetic. Music's changed the way we play games, right? But gaming has also changed the way we create music. As when it comes to scores, and it's created this beautiful environment in which a story is told through sound, and that's always been the case, right? But now you can kind of choose, and it's like playing in the atmosphere. So to answer your question, I think it'll be both. I think it'll start with music, but you'll find that it'll be an even ride there at the end.
like
I think honestly that they're gonna both kind of like integrate. Like I think like for me like what's really cool is the way that like for instance like like digital media is digital media and what we're doing is a tokenized NFTs. And so like that the whole cross integration between this like there was a time like you guys remember like NFL 2K and stuff like that where like there'd be like underground hip hop artists that like just this contract out of nowhere. And like it was before that it was just like like and it was like ESPN like sounds and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden one year like all these different stuff. Like originally it was like this beat box that you had where you could have that background that backing track like playing like beatboxing or playing you playing sports, whatever. So I think that kind of thing, like in gaming, like having a kind of like marketplaces of music for in game can either come as like skins, they can come as like things that people can like play to like boost their stats and stuff like that. And like you can kind of just like be interchangeable on that side. And so like you can just have a marketplace for instance or like a game that will like allow musicians for instance like to make in-game music. And that in-game music can be bought by the gamers. Things like that. So it's like a kind of like cross integration between all the people all the people together, of course. So sometimes we just want to like kind of like utilize them in innovative ways. I think that's gonna like really like just kind of create like anything that creates opportunities for people to make money with their content is going to be the thing that's going to blow it up. I even think that social media can do it. Literally, if Sammy were allowed to sell her tracks on Twitter, that would like as like NFT tracks on Twitter, done. It would blow this shit up. So
I think that's coming. Like I'm not obviously not in on the roadmap, but it's more of like it's coming in the sense that it's possible now. So the fact that and it would be very useful. So at some point, consumer demand will just have it placed there.
I hope that Web3 does it. I hope that Twitter doesn't do it. I hope that like DJ platforms that do that empower people because then like
that stuff is definitely coming. And so Craig and Hermie with MetaRides, they've got a metaverse platform that's coming out, and one of the things is the car that you drive around in the game, right? It's like a racing game, but also while you're driving around, you're listening to music, you're listening to MetaRides radio, and it's nothing but Web3 artists. They've submitted songs, and basically while you're sitting there driving, playing the game, you can be like, "Oh, this song is dope," and you can go right from the game to go and buy that track. Right? There's also a platform called Shilla. Right now, it's only available for iOS, not on Android yet. But it's that same kind of thing. Like and it's set up just like this, like a Twitter space. You could also have it be video, so you could have the whole panel be a video, or we just be audio like this. But down in the bottom right corner, where like the purple pill is, where you go down and retweet the space. There's little overlays where you could go on and when I did my creator spotlight on there, it was my PFP, so it was I think it would have used my Muner, it was either my Muner or one of my booths, and from there you could click on there and it would take you straight to OpenSea where it's not for sale, so you couldn't buy it, but it's that same kind of thing where if you're the artist or as whoever's hosting the show there, you could have your music, the link to your music right there, so someone could say, yes, I want to buy that right now. There's a couple other options to do that. So those things are coming, definitely. And I love when we see platforms like what Craig and Hermie are doing with MetaRides, where they don't take any of the cut of if you buy a track from an artist right there on the platform, 100% of that goes to the artist. They take no percentage of that. That is just a way for them to give more exposure to our Web3 artists and friends. And I freaking love that. I'm super bullish on what those guys are building. And I think the fucking platform even goes live this week. I want to say it's at some point this week. I know it's midnight in Australia for Craig, and so we'll get an indication of when that goes live. But I'm fairly confident that game is going live this week. That's just exciting. Go ahead.
I really want to shout out nftempo.io. We're releasing the NFT, with both the original track and the reprise that you just heard, and they've agreed to not take a cut for it, so that we can continue to provide all the proceeds, like every single dime, and his widow, and it's just a really, truly incredibly kind gesture.
Absolutely, yeah. I've checked this out. This nftempo.io. I've never looked at this website. I've not heard of this platform before, but that's one of the beautiful things of where we are in this stage of the market. Is, teams that have been building, this is the time to come to fruition because it's almost showtime. As we round to the tail end of this year, we fully expect to be getting close to another bull run. That's going to time next. Well, I guess it's February or March now. Now that the ordinals have set up the block time on the Bitcoin network. So we're expecting that to happen a little bit sooner next year. Again, it's February-ish, I think is kind of what that's planned for now. Let's just double check that fixed. Bitcoin having well, this one was now says April 16th, but I know that we've seen this in February, so I think that's the you know, when we're actually going to see the next avenue. But at the end of the day, that still means that we're going to see activity ramp up towards the tail end of this year. So thank you, Sammy, for tuning us on to another platform there for NFT music. I love that. Let's make sure, this week, we've got a lot of things coming up. Hopefully, we'll have some good announcements in the next couple of days of things happening later this week. But let's make sure that we invite some friends to breakfast this week. If we've got any NFT musicians, any Web3 musicians that we want to start highlighting, have them get at me or shoot me a DM, whatever. I'm going to put together a list of music that we can start tasting on the show. And then, throw on some other things in the background that we're working on. So that we can give more exposure to the website. Rebuilding out the website. A lot of things to come, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you guys being here. The Monday shows usually are way off the rails, but this one was fantastic. I think we're developing a fantastic community here for breakfast. So thank you guys who set up on the stage and participated. Thank you so much for this happy crowd. Again, thank you so much for the show to run without either panel group. So thank you all. We'll see you tomorrow for more Web3 Breakfast. Have a great rest of your Monday. Don't have a case of the Mondays because it's almost done in some places. And if you're in California, it's just getting started. Don't worry. We'll finish strong on the East Coast. Right. Have a great day.